in this market, when people, let's see, when they call us and they want to see a property, now when they're calling us and we can't because the property is not available, we're not available. What's the best dialogue? How do you handle that?
Well, number one is I would never know that, Chris, because I don't look at the multiple listing when I get Ojo leads. I will not pull it up because it just creates a rabbit trail and an ambush, and it loses the focus of Connect, Set, Learn. I'm connecting with enthusiasm. I'm sharing why Ojo connected me. I'm setting an appointment and I'm learning about their motivation and the most important things to them. This has nothing to do with the property whatsoever. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm setting that appointment. Chris, I'm thrilled to see you at 3:00 tomorrow. I do need to confirm with the seller that time works for them. And for right now, let's pencil in 3:00 tomorrow. When we hang up, here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to confirm 3 works for them. I'm going to send you a text so you have all of my personal contact info, and I'll confirm that time. If for some reason that time doesn't work for them, I'll give you some alternate times to make sure we get in there tomorrow. So I wouldn't even know any of that, Chris, because I don't look at the multiple listing. I'm setting an appointment for a mutually agreeable time between them and myself. And I'm giving an asterisk next to it. Hey, this may not work for the person that lives in the property, and I'll let you know. But that's goal number one, is I'm setting that appointment. So maybe that's not the answer everybody was hoping for or looking for. You look at the multiple listing, you've got an array of problems. I want to connect. I want to set. I want to learn. That's going to be a 2 to 3 minute conversations. And I set clear expectations that after Connect, Set, Learn, here's what could happen next. I'll be in touch within 10 minutes.
Yeah. So it's another question just popped up in regards to that. What happens when we find out the property's pending? Hey, I think that's good news in most cases, right? Because it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, you know what? We had that appointment for 3:00 tomorrow. I talked to the seller and agent and just found out that they actually had accepted an offer a few days ago. But let me ask you, what about that property were you interested in? What attracted you? Because I may be able to find others that are just as good or hopefully even better. It gives you that opportunity to go with them. How would you handle that, Craig?
Exactly the same, Chris. And the only part I'd add is in Learn, Connect, Set, Learn. Like, guys, this is pure gold. And there's a series by Jeremiah and Heller on YouTube under Ojo. Read it, study it, watch it, practice it. It will change your business. I swear it will. Is the only other thing in Learn, it's, Chris, they found this property online. Right? They didn't drive by it. They found it online. So is this the only property they've seen? So as part of Learn, I'm asking in that initial call is, Chris, what about this property got you so excited? Oh, your in-laws live in the neighborhood. This is the school you wanted. And then my follow-up is there any other properties you saw in your search that you'd like to get inside of? I can schedule. So it's not uncommon. I'd say 50% of the time when I wrap up that first call, I've got 2 or 3 homes to show them, or at least an agreement they're going to find those and text them to me. So I'm not too worried about that property being sold. And I did see a question pop up, Chris, about we're finding out they're not approved. Okay, well, let's go through a lead source like Ojo. In a perfect world, if you're over a period of time, whether that's a week or 2 months, you get 10 connections. We would like you to set appointments with 7 or 8 of them. Set the appointment. Out of that, you should meet probably 5 of them in some capacity, face-to-face, a virtual showing, a buyer consult. If it goes to traditional real estate, you're meeting with 5 out of that 10. And then our hope and expectation is you're going to get a half to 2 escrows. So that's a 5 to 20% conversion. So let's even go at a 10% conversion, which is extremely likely when handled correctly on an Ojo lead. Ladies and gentlemen, that means there's 9 leads you don't have to sell homes to. There's 9 people that don't have to get qualified. There's 9 people that maybe you didn't feel a connection with or wanted to spend your time with. So in my mind, I don't have no problem spending 30 minutes of my day running over and showing a property at 1:00 tomorrow and realizing at this point, maybe they're not approved or what have you. Cool. They go in my CRM. I stay in relationship with them 3, 6, 12, 36 months later, they're my next client. So it's a pretty easy process.
It really is. And don't overthink things, folks. Don't overcomplicate it. Just take the action, take the activities.